products that make up the entry packages, and the packages range from $25 upwards. So no fear of huge, expensive packages to get started if you wish, are all made up of casino activity, sports bet, monthly cash bonus, and contest tickets. And we do have our own Infin8ty Coin on the Solana blockchain that does go live on the Bitmart exchange in March. A very exciting time for us. We've had the ICO coin going for quite probably about 10 months now, and a very large chunk of those coins have been picked up by our current database, which is fantastic. So please review the products going forward, and you'll see how they then dovetail into the packages that you have choices for when you first attempt to join. Got a few screenshots here of the casino that we have fully functioning as we speak. So that's all up and live. It has everything you can imagine from slots, and it's got obviously I play a lot of the live games, which I find quite exciting. Having real people actually spinning the roulette wheels. You'll see the game shows have expanded dramatically since we were in the space in 2014. So that's it's quite exciting on there. There's a lot of things in there that I think you'll find of interest. We track all that activity, and all that activity then spears back into the rewards program, depending on who's playing those games. We picked up our license in Anjouan, which is a small island just off Africa. The key elements to the licenses really are about transparency and making sure that we follow the rules and regulations. There's a lot to the licensing elements for us to follow. We really do have to keep our reporting done very well. We can't go to certain locations. Some of you, for example, who may be on the Australian, won't be able to see the casino operation. It'll be a blocked environment, some in the United States and other countries. So we have to be very specific on where we can and can't play. That does obviously come up in our packages for those of you in countries where you can't play the casino. It doesn't mean you can't be part of the business. You're allowed to be part of the business and earn from the casino activities, but it doesn't mean you actually have to play them. So that's one of the unique elements, that to be part of a global operation without feeling like you actually have to gamble if it's not for you, the gambling. But it doesn't mean gambling isn't a good industry to make income from across the board. I don't think it's any surprise to anyone the size of the online gaming market. It's just growing, exponentially per annum. It's a lot to do with licensing has expanded out. There's been countries that were no longer, you couldn't gamble back in 14 to 16 when I was in the space, but you can now. So there's more regional operations opened up. You have a lot more people online. People understand gambling a lot more. It's sort of certainly highlighted in a lot of movies, etc. So just the industry itself has grown exponentially. It's nice to be part of an industry this big. We'll talk about why the rewards program is quite exciting around the size of this industry. And there are some X factor elements, which I'll talk about soon, around that. One of the real resurgence elements was a couple of big stories around a company called Stake. Two young guys opened up only about, I think it's probably about 7 or 8 years ago now. And they're now both worth over 2.4 billion US each. I think their operation runs about $440 million a day in online gaming. They're obviously very savvy with crypto as well. And they've had a huge impact on the industry's excitement. A lot more industries, more companies have come online because of them and their success. So the industry itself is massive. So there's only 4,900 global casinos roughly online at any one time. Why we are different, and I talk about it many times, is our give back. At 65% giving back of profits. We're the only one to do it. We're the only ones that don't see the players as an enemy, so to speak, for the operation. So it's a really exciting element. We are only one of our type in the world. So if you are looking for some unique way to be part of a online gaming market that is absolutely enormous, and having an income from that, Infin8ty Gaming really is the best option for that.